You mentioned growing up in Louisiana, and the water wasn't quite as welcoming as
it wasn't so fine.
Where in Louisiana was that?
I grew up in Lake Charles, the home to over 27 major petrochemical industries.
Oh.
It was advised against
going swimming?
All the things. Skiing, swimming, fishing, especially fishing. Super fun sites left and right. So when I came here, I had no idea that there was a place where you could see your feet. And I freaked out. It felt so good. I felt like I was being baptized in like hope. Genuinely. My dad was an environmentalist back in Lake Charles, and we weren't a very popular family.
Well, that's a tough gig in Lake Charles.
I know. And so when I came here and I experienced the magical, pure spring-fed water, I was just completely blown away. It was like it was a spiritual experience for me.
And that was Barton Springs here in Austin, but now you live in San Marcos.
I do.
And San Marcos River, and by the way, good evening to our friends listening on 99.9 in San Marcos.
Hello, friends.
One of the few cool rivers in Texas, so you got that going for you down there.
Well, I tell you what, it is also pretty darn magical. That wild rice grass and the flow. And just the absolute purity of the waters, and the fact that you can get in so many places. There's access, which just is beautiful. The families and people of all ages taking it in, not just the college kids on the campus, just everybody, old and young. It's a beautiful thing to behold.
For the listeners in their cars or maybe at home with the AC blowing right in your face, Wendy can carry on a conversation and do her hair.
Well, it's kind of warm,
at the same time.
I'm a mom. I can do a lot of things at the same time.
I saw, and as I mentioned to you before we started the show, time flies when you gauge it by other people's kids. I remember seeing on Facebook and stuff when Charlie was just a little baby, and now he's jamming with the band.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big boy now.
He is.
He'll be a big kid soon, and then he'll be like, Mom, I'm in a band. And you can only pray what the name of the band will be.
Oh boy, I can't wait to find out after learning what his pirate name was last year.
What was that?
That's nothing I can say on the radio.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. So how is life in San Marcos?
It's so beautiful. We have so many green spaces and trails, and the river's so fine. The community is really sweet, and I commute back and forth to Austin in an electric car. And so I don't feel the hurt of the commute. I come back at least 3 or 4 times a week to gig and to be with community. So I feel like I'm living in the best of both worlds, really. In the summer and in the winter, there's no traffic in San Marcos. Just none. All the kids are gone, and it's just a quiet little sleepy town.
It's kind of like Austin used to be when I got here. When school was out, you could tell.
Yeah, you could feel it.
And it doesn't really feel that way anymore. No. But in San Marcos, when the summer break is going on, you got better spots to jump in the river.
We got a lot of spots. It's pretty wonderful. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean I would never give up my community here, but I don't have to. It's a nice part.
Yeah, it's all turning into one big metroplex.
It's
anyway.
True.
We'll talk about Wendy's new music coming up in just a little bit, but first let's get another song from Wendy Colonna with Dave Madden live on Sun Radio.
Kevin, can we play one of the new songs now?